So, a topic that sprung up on Twitter is whether VTubers and streamers should upload their Twitch VODs to YouTube. And the answer is really easy.
Yes, God, yes. I don't worry, I'll do it.
If you're trying to be a full-time content creator or even just a hobbyist, there is no harm in uploading your VODs. The only con I can see is it does require a teeny bit of extra effort in making thumbnails if you want to try to appeal to VOD watchers on YouTube. But if you're strictly archiving for archiving's sake, then there is no reason you shouldn't already be doing this. For my own testimonial, if you're curious, I've been uploading my VODs for pretty much a year, and while I still have a billion older VODs that still have yet to see the light of day, I've at least been more or less up to date for the past half year. I'm not a pro by any means, cause I'm lazy and I do this all as a hobby in my free time after IRL work, but I want to talk about my experience and maybe impart some knowledge to aspiring VTubers or current VTubers who just haven't figured out how to export their VODs the easiest way that I know. So, buckle down. It's a long one because I like to talk and not shut up apparently. There will be timestamps, so if you want to get straight to the guide part, go for it. But if you're here to enjoy the ride and soak up all the knowledge that I got, then let's talk about it. First, we'll go over a few reasons why you should consider uploading your VODs to YouTube. To begin with, it's a great way to archive your streams since Twitch does not keep your VODs forever. For instance, if you're just a regular streamer and not an affiliate, your VODs only get saved for 7 days. If you're an affiliate, that goes up to 14 days. If you're a partner, turbo user, or a prime user, you get 60 days before Twitch decides to nuke your VODs. Some of you may be saying, "Ew, I hate looking at my VODs. Why would I ever want to witness my past cringe?" Well, that's unfortunately just something you're going to have to get used to. What you see in your VODs is pretty much exactly how other people perceive you. But that doesn't mean it's inherently bad because remember, you are always your own worst critic, and it's most likely not as bad as you personally think it is. Keeping your VODs is honestly a great way to review your stream footage and see where you can make self-improvements without the pressure of some total stranger hyper-analyzing and possibly criticizing you live in the audience. There are some things you yourself can check, such as your audio quality, stream quality, any scuff, and other miscellaneous things. Let's take a quick detour to talk about these in slightly more detail with examples from yours truly. Yippee! First up is audio quality. Common things you want to watch out for is muted mic moments, a really quiet to basically mute game, audio imbalance moments, such as a really loud game over your voice or vice versa.
This shit's so loud.
Collab partners being too quiet or too loud during the stream.
Are you overcooking that meat?
No, it's well done. It's well done.
What do you mean? That's burnt. It's causing smoke, bro.
And other possible audio quality things such as popping noises like hard P's and other noises that may peak your microphone, or even excessive lip smacking. If you notice a lot of any of these that personally bother you if you were to watch, say, your favorite streamer or YouTuber, then consider fixing these if it's possible. Some of these can be as simple as making sure you look at OBS during setup to make sure the audio levels are where they need to be and that the meter is going up and down accordingly. Others may have to rely on audio filters or your mic setup. If it doesn't happen often or not to a point that it bothers you personally, then don't worry about it. Next up is stream quality. While I would label audio quality as part of stream quality, since talking or at least the distribution of noise is kind of par for the course when streaming, there are other things to watch out for, such as your overlay to gameplay ratio. Is your overlay thick and huge and making the game impossible to see, especially if someone's just chilling on mobile and not full screen? Is your chat covering vital information in the game? Is your own model or webcam obstructing crucial parts of the game? Is your stream lagging and you didn't notice? Is your stream quality at 360p and it's not because of your ISP throttling your internet? These are all things you can check for by reviewing your VOD and seeing where the issues arise, and you can decide what is possible to fix. For instance, if your overlay or model cover up certain things, consider changing to a more minimalistic overlay or no overlay, and move your model to different areas, or even use a webcam-like area to sit in if the gameplay really needs to be seen. If chat is covering up important text like in a visual novel or RPG dialogue, move chat to a different area or shrink them. If your stream quality is suffering, double check your stream output settings in your OBS and test your internet. Next is Scuff or miscellaneous things, but honestly, I don't know how you can fix Scuff besides just try your best. Scuff is inevitable in my experience, but Scuff can easily be led into content and fun moments for your community, so don't be afraid to embrace it either. For miscellaneous things, I'd consider that other mediums other than simply playing games, which I honestly don't have much personal experience with. This includes people who do hand cam streams, VR chat streams, ASMR, etc. I'm sure there's problems that can arise in these specific niches, so consider double checking your VODs for what you can improve in your niche. Back to the original discussion at hand. My second point I had to make is that while your VODs may be cringe, it's also a great way to remember where you were at a certain point in time, and how much you've improved weeks or months or even years down the line. I know for me personally, I've seen a huge leap in how I talk and hold a stream personality from my very early days to now. For instance, here I was all the way back in my first ever attempt at a Let's Play back in February of 2022.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Come here. Haha.
Kill the ladybug. Do it. I don't even know what I'm doing actually, but you know, that's besides the point. Now compare that to how I talk and conduct myself in a more recent stream. And you even cleaned off the desk.
Oh my god! I got this one.
Let's spread him! You can tell that in my first Let's Play, I was very awkward and not confident in talking in front of a microphone at all. Nowadays, I don't feel as awkward, and now I can talk a bit more normally and less stilted, for lack of a better word. But I wouldn't know just how far I've come if it weren't for these archives. Third and most importantly, uploading your VODs to YouTube is a great way to promote your content and brand on a different platform. For instance, in my experience, if I didn't take a chance uploading my Limbus Company VODs when I did, I would have never known just how active and supportive the Project Moon community is. Thanks to my VODs, I know some people who've dropped by from YouTube just to say hi and lurk. I couldn't be happier for their support. This chance encounter would not be possible if I did not upload my VOD over to YouTube and branch out into a different platform. Now you may be wondering, okay Saf, you talked long enough, but how do I actually upload my VOD? It's really easy to do. First, click on your Twitch profile image, go to settings. Under settings, go to connections. Connect your YouTube channel that you'd like the VODs to go under. I personally have a channel dedicated to VODs and another channel for content like this, but do what makes you comfortable. Just remember, VODs are considered videos. Once it's connected to your Twitch account, click again on your profile picture. Go to Video Producer. Or if you don't see this, go to Creator Dashboard, Content, Video Producer. Find your VOD, click on the three dots on the side and click Export. Or you can just click on the title of your VOD, click Export at the top, and get to the same screen. Here, you can adjust the name, the description, the visibility, and whether you want the length split up into 15-minute intervals. Personally, my settings are: for the title, change it to include the game and parts if applicable. No description. Keep the visibility to private, and do not split the length unless you happen to do your stream in consistent 15-minute intervals. Once that's done, you'll see that if your export is successful, you'll get a section in your YouTube Studio content section that is currently being uploaded and processed. Depending on the length of your stream, it may take hours or even at least a day to upload and process to HD. Don't rush it, it'll process eventually. Oh, but there is one caveat to doing this method. If your stream length is longer than 12 hours, this export method will not work because YouTube will not accept anything greater than basically 11 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds long. If you have a really long stream, such as a subathon or donathon, consider using the highlight option and cutting it down into the relevant parts, like getting rid of your sleep or break/eating sections where nothing's happening. But, did you think that was it though? Haha, think again! Now you get to do the fun YouTube-esque like parts of everything. That includes a thumbnail that stands out. I personally use Canva to put stuff together, but if you're proficient with Photoshop, that's probably even better. This will be the most time-consuming part of your VOD, but I really encourage you to make it as good as you can to try get people interested in your content. I'm not proficient at it myself, but whenever in doubt, look at other successful people's thumbnails, see what draws you in to want to click on something, and then try replicate it in your own style. Don't plagiarize though, that's really cringe. But if you want to know more about my thumbnail creating process for games that I play, first I like to grab an image from Google about the game, usually the same or similar promotional material that they use to promote the game itself. Sometimes I might use a cutscene or a cool shot from the game itself if it stands out better. Though I try to avoid heavy spoilers so I don't ruin people's experiences who are just scrolling by. I then try to include the game's logo if it's not already there, then slap myself somewhere in a corner. Tweak things as necessary, and voila! You have a thumbnail! After you make a thumbnail, now comes the other stuff. Change your title to something enticing. Try not to overload the beginning with irrelevant stuff like 18 plus or Vtuber, because honestly, people are gonna see that and keep scrolling past because it doesn't grab their attention. If you want that stuff in there, put it at the end of the title, or better yet, throw it in the description. Try to hook your audience with something that's relevant to your content, like, whoa, this game made me do what? With the game title. Make sure it matches the energy portrayed in your thumbnail. Then make a description, try to include your links, and basically expect barely anyone to ever notice it. But hey, at least it's there in the rare case someone does. Then put some tags in, which also won't do much, but it's there. Put a category that fits your content, and then either make it public or schedule it. I personally like to schedule it out so it looks like I'm uploading consistently, but in reality, I did everything in one night, and probably my streams were like weeks ago. Yippee! And with that, your VODs are uploaded. You did all that you could do to try and get noticed, and that's about it. Don't be discouraged if you get no views or even single-digit views. It's slow going for an indie, but I believe that having these VODs up in general is just good to personally see your progress over time. It just has the added benefit of potentially drawing someone to you, which is really cool. Plus, if anyone asks, hey, did you play X game in your future streams? You can be like, hell yeah I did, it's on my VOD channel, and see if they view it. I really encourage every VTuber and streamer to do this if they can. There's an audience out there who is VOD gang. It's just, if you never put yourself out there, no one will be able to notice you no matter how good you are. Thank you for watching. I hope something I've said here in this mess of an in-depth video has helped, even a little. Feel free to leave a comment if this did help you, or if you have any additional tips that I might have missed. Let me know. Until next time, keep it vibin'. Bye!